Hi, you. It's me, Nicole Phoenix Star, and this is the Nick Star podcast. Oh, um, mm, I feel like I am in this constant festival of life, and it's extraordinary. And the most random things happen every day, every hour. Um, for instance, on Sunday, we go out to feed the animals at the house sit. We are currently in large animals, 4 horses, 4 llamas. No, they're not llamas, they're alpacas. 2 goats, and normally 3 cows, but there was a 4th cow. And Leo's like, "Oh my God, there's another cow." And I'm like, "Oh my God, that's a baby cow." Oh my God. Boo, the cow had a baby and we didn't know she was pregnant. And the baby cow, the baby girl cow, the baby girl calf, the baby girl calf called Star, um, still had like goop hanging off her umbilical cord, and Mum, Boo, still had kind of goo hanging out of her delivery passage. And so it was very, very fresh. And so funny seeing a very fresh baby cow, otherwise known as a calf, walking around, quite wobbly, but still walking around, and quite big. And Boo, who did look quite chunky and had been a little bit like feisty the last few days, looking quite skinny. Okay. Pop, like, surprise. Um, these types of things are quite exciting. Anyway, we have adapted to the situation as house sitters to the many animals with a new baby cow. And there's a whole lot of things going on, like Boo's little brother, Pumpkin, trying to have special cuddles with baby Star and having to separate them, having to separate all the animals, and, herding various types of animals through different things, just me and Leo. It's hilarious. You have no idea what we're doing, and apparently doing an amazing job. Above and beyond our hosts have told us, and we're actually loving it. I was up at the main house today on a call, and I felt like someone was watching me, and I kind of looked around, and then I looked up, and I could see this weird kind of thing hanging around the downpipe of a drain pipe thing at the edge of the house. And then I looked between the top of the roof, and I could see these 2 eyes of this snake, this python, looking at me. It was quite little until I got closer, and then I looked, and it was all wound in this nice cozy spot with this big fat chunk in the middle of it. Obviously, it was eating some medium-sized rodent and digesting that, and just sitting and watching me on my online call, obviously being very theatrical as usual. And yeah, you know, just things like that. Just things like that. Luna, the cat, brought me a mouse that she found, and was very proud, kept pushing it at me, going, "Look." So I clapped her, and she smiled in a cat way and ran away. Had a couple of escaping goats, which we had to redirect using carrots. That was fun. Yeah, trips to Brisbane to get Leo's uniform for boarding school very soon. Random weather. No Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi coming back. No Wi-Fi. You know, we're used to these things from living in Bali for years, but a little bit of Wi-Fi, it was just really weird and inconsistent, but it seems to be sorted out now. Just rolling with the random offerings of life. And oh my God, my favorite thing was day 2 when clearly baby star calf found her feet and she was chasing a butterfly and jumping around like a baby goat. And it was pure joy running through my body and making me feel the pleasures of humanity in my skin to witness this sight of a brand new born calf called Star found her feet and was jumping around like a baby goat, chasing a butterfly. And it was pure joy that just stopped me in my tracks, and all poured through every cell of my body. And I was like, what even is this? Anyway, I have a billion things to do. And so I am ticking off recording my podcast and just sharing a little love today. That's all I'm doing here. I have actually had a few calls for people around my 1-year container starting on the 1st of February. And out of that have actually turned into private one-on-one personal containers to work on certain things that they're wanting to do. So that's been a fun, hilarious, wonderful little conversion from the energy of just showing up to have the call, to have the conversation. So I encourage you to simply have a conversation with me. If there's something you want to do with me, something you want to work on, something you think you want to work on, and we will just meet and see where the energy takes us, whether that's into the 1-year container of consistency, support, and ritual for a whole year. Wild things happen in one whole year. Or there's something specific you want to work on one-on-one, whether that's wealth. Wealth, huh? That's interesting. That's an option. Health. I was going to say wellness. I was also going to say health, but what came out was wealth. And I don't know, like, it's not really wealth. It's about wealth, abundance, living in alignment and being able to fund that without having to hustle or feel like you're working your ass off to achieve your goals, but let life finance your living, because that's what we're here for. Okay. And, you know, all the usual things: evolution, meditation, movement, life, parenting, all the things. I'm here. There's something you want to do? Let's chat. Reach out. Send me a messenger. email me. There's ways, many ways. Just go to my website, www.nickstar.com, NIKSTARR. Much love. Mwah.